This is me in culinary school. I lasted one class. It just wasn't for me, but I made great friends. I may be a little too free-spirited and artistic, but here I am cooking up a storm and eating it in front of you so we can take a journey in food together.
Okay, we're using paper and pen right now because the recipe is on my phone, which is recording overhead, and on my computer, which is where we're recording right now. So welcome to my dining room, and I am going to make for you today the watermelon feta salad. And this is by the Ketosis Cookbook. So the purpose of me doing all of this is, number one, to see if the prep time is realistic, to see if it's even a good recipe, and then also to see if I will eat it and enjoy it, because honestly I don't really like food that much. So, but I love like really, really great tasting food, like Michelin star food. Okay, so I just don't have a Michelin star budget. So we're gonna learn how to make things off the internet, and we'll figure out whether or not they're really good. And then we can answer the question, was it worth it? What we have for our recipe today is our olive oil. Get everything that you need together before you start. So, red wine vinegar, kosher salt. How do you know it's kosher salt? It says so. Cubed seedless watermelon. This is about as seedless as it's gonna get. Those little itty bitty white ones and stuff like that, that is actually, believe it or not, seedless. Okay. And we got watermelon that was already partially cut up because I did not want to have to use an entire watermelon. This will suffice for our recipe. However, you can buy it cubed, but why? That is like $3.99 a pound to buy it cubed. I paid 99 cents a pound. Already kind of most of the work done for you. So you've just got to decide like how much you really need, how much you really want. Are you going to be wasting food, or can you use it again? This I'm just buying just for this recipe. That's why I went with this instead of a whole watermelon. I would have made like 8 different things off of one watermelon, or a party or something. Yeah, so anyway, so that's not a bad price right there. The cucumbers came in really nice. One of the things that I want to tell you about picking produce is that you see how there's like a yellow mark coming down this way? Okay, that means that it settled on the vine. Okay, so it did a little bit of ripening on the vine, which is really nice. Don't know what to tell you about onions, but this is a red one, and we're gonna do that. The sheep organic feta cheese. Okay, so a lot of feta cheese is made with cow milk. All right, it's not as good for your tummy, and it can cause all sorts of other health problems and stuff like that. So I do try to do sheep and goat cheeses as much as possible because they don't seem to mess with my digestive tract and a myriad of other things. So we have sheep feta cheese, we have curly parsley. Okay, this is simple enough to where I think I might actually do it for myself, and it is something that I would actually eat. So here we go. Side note, I'm gonna go wash the parsley. So here we go. First thing we are going to do is release our cheese from its holding package. We're going to get out our 1 cup thing because we want 1 cup of crumbled feta, right? Right. Okay. So here's our 1 cup. And we're going to take, we're going to take some of this feta. It crumbles all on its own. We're going to break it up. Now some of it is going to get broken up more when you toss it, okay? Which is what we're going to do at the end. And through this little experiment and exercise, We're also going to find out, you know, when we purchase cheese and stuff like that, really what's going to make up a cup and things like that. And we're going to learn as we go. Through all of these different learning experiences, if something's not good, we'll go back and we'll make it great, and then I'll publish that recipe, and that'll be fun. Several other places. Okay, so I'm gonna go clean this up real quick. I do get a little OCD about color schemes, so I'm gonna end up having to get one of these in blue. So now this tells us that it wants it chopped somewhere around the same size. All right, now we need to do our onion, chop our mint. Okay, onion is here, and we are going to end up using half a cup. Okay, so half a cup is going to be like a quarter of this onion. All right, so what we're going to want to do is take off the top. I really need to sharpen my knife. I'll do that in just a minute. Okay, so we want to do that. We're going to set it flat side down, and we're going to go through and take about a quarter of that onion. We'll measure it, we'll see where we're at, see if we need any more. There's no point in doing extra work if we don't need to. I'm not lazy, I'm just efficient. And everybody said amen. Or at least I try to be with my current skill set. All right, so see that really purple, beautiful color? All right, we've still got a little bit of this ickiness right here, but that is actually something we can just chop off. Boom. All right, so we want it to look like that. So since we've got all these layers right here, it's just like cutting it this way. All right, that's why I'm cutting down like this. And we're cutting in relatively thin strips here, okay, 1/4 inch or less. All right, and then we're just keeping all that together. And I use my finger at the top of the blade in order to keep everything in place. So I can just slide my knife out. Now that might not be best for other people because they learned how to do it a different way. God bless you. But you know, I'm just trying to survive here. So, oh, and if you don't hold it, look what's going to happen. We're going to put it down like this so that that's why we're not doing like some sort of balancing act. I'm not fast. I'm not even precise. I'm just pretty much a kitchen idiot. This is not something that I was raised doing. I'm kind of nervous. My knife is obviously not very sharp, and I really just don't want to cut myself. I'm relatively happy with all of this so far. The onion is making my nose water. And look at that. A little more than half a cup. We'll stop there. Woo, hello. And see, this is when I don't like to use my towel. We'll use the already wet napkin that I brought the parsley over on. No point in wasting anything we don't have to waste, right? Right. Sometimes it's just necessary. All right, so oh, isn't that nice? This isn't the recipe for the parsley. It's the recipe for the mint. Let me go get the mint. Washed mint. Look. All right, so we needed half a cup of chopped mint. We're just gonna save ourselves some time here. Just chop it. Yeah. Okay. Looks about like half a cup to me. What about you? Let's see. Probably more than a half cup for the onions and less than a half a cup for this. So what we can do is we can actually decide to destem some of this. It just means getting it away from the big one. Okay. And let's chop that too. You do want to make sure to wash your mint and things like that really, really, really well, even if they come in a little package, because most of the time they're still going to have some sort of dirt or residue or something like that on them. You just don't want to leave anything to chance. All right, look at that. Boom. Okay, so we have that, but now the next step is to create our dressing. So this is with the red wine, with the olive oil, with the kosher salt, and apparently whatever is still left on my hands. Okay, so we got a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil. Quarter cup. That is supposed to go here in a separate bowl. I apparently have been throwing parsley and stuff around that bowl. All right, here we go. And there we go. This is a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil. Okay. Then we need 2 tablespoons of red wine. Let's just put our fairy here in there. 2 tablespoons. That's a tablespoon. Okay. Yes, all new, just for you. So we got 1, And we got 2. Doesn't really screw on. Huh. Suppose we could just get that off, huh? Have to wash them all. All right. So that's sad. We also need half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Half a tablespoon? Half a 1 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon. Yes, I am this uncoordinated. All right. Voila. We need to be able to toss that, and we need to be able to whisk this. It did not say how long to whisk it for, however, it is emulsifying very nicely, so I just want to make sure that it's really done doing what it's doing. And I'm not even going to taste it yet, because the whole point is to find out whether or not this recipe works, right? Right. So, I don't know what it's going to taste like. All I know is I follow the damn directions. Except for the fact that I tried to put parsley in it. Alright, tossing. 101. Start from the back, push forward, start from the back, push forward, start from the back, push forward. Just keep doing it like that. All gonna work out. I was supposed to already have the damn watermelon in here before I did this, and I forgot. And it's like the main ingredient. Yep, doing good. Voila! Kiki! Wow, you think they got enough plastic wrap on this? And there's a lot of water down in there too. Hence, watermelon, I'm sure. Oh, hey, look. I got another trash bowl over here. If you were using this for compost over here, you know, and everything, you might not want plastic in it, but hey, it's got to go somewhere. Hopefully my lack of finesse will actually encourage you to actually try all of this. You don't have to be an expert to have a cooking show, apparently. I say we like I can blame you. That's 1. No, not quite. Not quite 3. Just get the whole damn watermelon. Okay, now let's toss it again. And from the back to the front. And I will say, it does actually smell really nice. It does seem like there's an excessive amount of cheese and cucumber in here compared to the amount of watermelon.
Well, let's hope
so
we
our
didn't
ratio isn't
grossly
really all
underestimate how
that
much watermelon
great.
we were gonna need.
But okay, part of the fun is making me eat what I make. Here we go. I don't know if you saw that or not, but that was a mishap. You may have seen it up there. Oh, I bet you did. The adventures of cooking on a dining room table. Not that this is cooking. I make reservations really well. Okay, here we go. It looks yummy enough. The watermelon's not real ripe. I mean, it's there and everything, but I'm from Florida, okay? And we have watermelons that are like super, super sweet starting in like, say, July. And it's June. So we're gonna see like where we're at with all of this. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything on my fork. Okay, a little bit of onion, a little bit of mint. Obviously the dressing's all there and stuff. Okay, here we go. I don't want to stop eating it. The red wine vinegar is not too overpowering. Believe it or not, it's the right amount of salt and cheese. Probably a few too many cucumbers. Definitely not enough watermelon. And the watermelon here is okay on sweetness, but you really want it to be like super sweet in order to get it. See how red that is? Okay, it ought to be really closer to that, like all over, and it's really not. I think this is good enough to be something that you make quick and easy at home because you need some sort of salad to go with a heavier meal or something in the summer. But outside of that, you know, it doesn't really like make me go, wah, you know, or anything like that. But was it worth it? It is certainly worth the amount of prep that we just did for it. So worth it. Still eating.